Hello everybody, welcome to iExamBee's Legal Beat. This is Amrita, your law faculty at iExamBee. This is a video series that we have started every day at 11 a.m. Mock test series this is. In this we'll be discussing important questions topic wise from every subject that is very important in law for all the law exams, judiciary exams and whatnot. So this series is very relevant for you. If you have any queries, you can write to us in the comment section of this video. Try to download the PPTs of these videos and keep all these questions as a record with you. It is going to be very helpful for you in cracking any exam, competitive exam which has law as a subject in it. I will be discussing CPC, another topic in this video today, that is execution. In the previous two videos, I have discussed about preliminary part of Code of Civil Procedure, suits in general, jurisdiction, judgment decree, etc. Now I will be discussing some set of questions from the part execution. I will be taking up more number of questions from this topic as it is a vast area of CPC. अगर आपको कोई भी queries हैं, execution is a very vast and the most important topic of CPC, so you can ask us in the comment section of this video, या फिर आप इस वीडियो के नीचे भी लिख सकते हैं, या फिर आप सीधे वेबसाइट पे विजिट कर सकते हैं, डिटेल्स चेक कर सकते हैं, डेमो कोर्सेज एक्टिवेट कर सकते हैं, या फिर आप हमें ईमेल भी कर सकते हैं hello@iexambee.com पर. So let's start. A decree may be executed by, this is the first question of this video, but previously I have come up with two videos on CPC, so you can check out the playlist for that purpose, and I have discussed 20 questions in those two videos. This is the 21st question from Code of Civil Procedure. A decree may be executed by court which passed it, court to which it is sent for execution, only those courts which can execute decrees, A or B, that is court which passed it or court to which it is sent for execution. Any court having jurisdiction. Now this looks as a very simple question, but after we read the options we get a bit confused. So these simple questions sometimes take away your marks, so try to be very careful when you are solving such questions. Any guesses of the answer of this question? So the answer to this question is D, that is A or B. Decree may be executed by either the court which has passed it or the court to which it is sent for execution. Now what was the simple meaning of this question actually? If we decode it, it was expected that executing court कौन हो सकता है? The court which passed it can also become an executing court, and the court to which obviously it is sent for execution, executing court, can be different also but of same jurisdiction. As per section 38 of CPC, court by which the decree may be executed may be either the court which has passed it or by the court to which it is sent for execution. So ये directly pick किया हुआ question है, very easy but becomes tricky sometimes. Such kind of questions become or seem to be tricky sometimes. Next, executing court shall certify execution of decree to principal district judge of competent jurisdiction, court which has passed the decree, collector in the form of precept, civil judge senior division in the form of a precept. So the executing court shall certify execution of decree to whom? This is what is the question. Bit deep question this is. Those who have thorough knowledge of Code of Civil Procedure can definitely answer this question correct. Answer is C. The court which has passed the decree will only certify the execution of decree, and the executing court shall certify the execution of decree to the court which has passed the decree. That is what is the thing, other way around, क्योंकि executing court तो decree बना देगा लेकिन उसका certification उस कोर्ट को करना ज़रूरी है जिस कोर्ट ने वो ओरिजिनली डिग्री पास की है. दिस इज समथिंग विच इज़ वेरी लॉजिकल कंसेप्ट विच यू हैव टू रिमेंबर. सेक्शन 41 says that the result of execution proceedings are to be certified. Which section of CPC provides for questions to be determined by a court executing a decree? अब ये सेक्शन बेस्ड क्वेश्चन है. कई बार जुडिशरी एग्जाम्स में स्पेशली सेक्शन बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस आ जाते हैं. ये सेक्शन बहुत ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट सेक्शन है फ्रॉम द एग्जीक्यूशन पार्ट 2. So this you should definitely know, and you should not even need to see the options in this question. Answer is C, section 47, which talks about questions to be determined by the court executing decree. So all the questions that are arising between the parties to the suit in which the decree was passed or between their representatives relating to execution, all those questions need to be addressed by the executing court only. Executing court has been given this power. So this will not be again sent back to the original court, that is the court which has passed the decree. ये executing court ही decide करेगा जितने भी ancillary questions arise होंगे. So section 47 is very very important for this purpose. All the questions arising while executing a decree are to be determined by the executing court by a separate suit in same proceeding for execution, by issuing a precept to another court, by issuing a precept to another court of competent jurisdiction. अब आप देख रहे हैं C और D में सिर्फ एक वर्ड का फ़र्क है. तो इस तरीके से आपको काफ़ी ध्यान देना होता है ऑप्शंस पर by framing a charge. So all the questions that are arising while executing a decree are to be determined by the executing court. That is correct. But how that is going to take place practically? But the question is again very simple if you apply common sense. In the same proceeding for execution के ही proceeding में ये होगा और कोई proceedings के लिए file करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. It's just like you have, the question is trying to trick you, but you don't have to be tricked every time. If the judgment debtor dies, now this is an interesting question. अगर जजमेंट डेप्टर यानी कि जिसके अगेंस्ट एग्जीक्यूशन प्रोसीडिंग्स एग्जीक्यूट की जा रही हैं, अगर उसकी डेथ हो जाती है तो क्या? Will the matter get abated against him? Decree shall stand abated. Decree shall be executed against receiver of judgment debtor's property. Decree shall be executed against the legal representative of the JD. Decree holder shall make an application to the court for execution of decree against the legal representative of the judgment debtor. Decree is executed from the property of judgment debtors. Now this is really an interesting question. और ये question काफ़ी practical utility वाला question है. And please try to think on it for some seconds. I will wait. Definitely I want that you people should brainstorm on these questions and try your best. आपने ये टॉपिक अच्छे से पढ़ा हो या नहीं पढ़ा हो, बट आप ये क्वेश्चंस वर्थ ट्राइंग है एंड आपने इन क्वेश्चंस को ट्राई करना चाहिए before I tell you the answer to this question. The answer to this question is D. Decree holder shall make an application to the court for execution of decree against legal representatives of the judgment debtor. So legal representatives of the judgment debtor shall be coming to the court on behalf of the JD. Section 50 recognizes all the legal representatives and that is what is going to be the procedure. Abatement नहीं हो जाएगा डिक्री का या फिर जजमेंट डेप्टर की प्रॉपर्टी से डायरेक्टली नहीं होगा, LRs को कोर्ट में बुलाया जाएगा. In case judgment debtor dies, the decree shall be executed against the LR of judgment debtor. The judgment debtor may be personally liable. अब ये क्वेश्चन के लिए आप ऑप्शंस देखे बिना आंसर नहीं बोल सकते हो, बिकॉज ये क्वेश्चन फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन है. Legal representative of the judgment debtor, then the judgment debtor, what is his liability? Personal liability, or he shall be personal liable, may be personally liable, shall be liable to the extent of property that is received by the legal representative, or shall be liable to extent of property of deceased that is received by him and it is not disposed of, यानी कि जितनी प्रॉपर्टी उसके पोजेशन में है. ये भी काफ़ी इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन है. Answer is E. As per section 51 of CPC, if you check out legal representatives related है ये section, says that you can focus on the second clause basically over here, where the decree is executed against such legal representative, he shall be liable only to the extent of property of the deceased which has come to his hands and has not been duly disposed of. यानी कि dispose नहीं हुई है और legal representatives के hands में जितनी property आई है, the liability will be only with respect to that. यहाँ पर एक छोटा सा एरर हुआ है, बट यू कैन जस्ट टेक नोट ऑफ इट. यहाँ पर द जजमेंट डेप्टर नहीं, द लीगल रिप्रेजेंटेटिव होना चाहिए, बिकॉज द क्वेश्चन इज आस्किंग अस व्हाट about the liability, the nature of liability of the legal representative of JD and not the JD, because the JD has died. So इसको आप यहाँ पर LR करना चाहिए. Please take note of the changes. Court may order execution suo motu on application of decree holder only, on application of decree holder or on the request of court passing the decree, on application of decree holder or suo motu, any one of those. On application made by decree holder, judgment debtor also can start execution. Now this is an interesting topic. क्या judgment debtor execution कर सकता है or by the court passing the decree. So the correct answer will be B, on application of decree holder only. Execution proceedings, the fruits of execution are going to be begotten by the judge or by the decree holder. So उसके लिए application भी decree holder ही कर सकता है. Not even the court can suo motu file it. Okay. This is one interesting point which you have to remember, that suo motu application also cannot be done by court. Section 51 of CPC talks about powers of court to enforce execution. Subject to such conditions and limitations as may be prescribed, court may on the application of decree holder order execution of the decree. But that application has to be made by whom? By the decree holder. In execution of a decree of money, women cannot be arrested. Judgment debtor can be arrested for a period not exceeding 3 months. Judgment debtor can be a woman, but she cannot be detained for a period for more than 1 month. Judgment debtor can be a woman, but she cannot be detained for more than 15 days. Judgment debtor cannot be a woman in case of money decree. ये स्पेसिफिकली मनी डिग्री से रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन है. अब ये आपको अच्छे से तैयार करके रखना होगा. एटलीस्ट मनी डिग्री एंड स्पेसिफिक रेस्टिट्यूशन, इंजंक्शन, ये अलग अलग प्रकार की डिग्रीज है. सो इनसे रिलेटेड जो स्पेसिफिक प्रोविजंस है इसके आप लोग नोट्स बना के रख लीजिए, ताकि अगर ऐसा कोई क्वेश्चन आ जाता है यू शुड नॉट गेट मैस्मराइज्ड, यू शुड नॉट गेट शॉक, यू शुड हैव एन आइडिया of this. But this is something which is dependent upon your thorough reading, your deep reading of the subject and your notes as well. So section 56 talks about prohibition of arrest or detention of money in execution of decree for money. Notwithstanding anything in this part, court shall not order the arrest or detention in the civil prison of a woman in execution of a decree for the payment of money. यानी कि पेमेंट ऑफ मनी की अगर कोई डिग्री है, मनी डिग्री है, then woman cannot be arrested or detained in the civil prison. Remember this henceforth. Section 56 talks about it, an important provision again. This section of CPC provides for the attachment of property and sale in execution of decree. This is a very easy question. I think ये आप बहुत जल्दी easily answer कर सकते हैं. And this section is also very important. I would suggest that इस section थोड़ा सा big है ये section, but I would suggest you should go through it in the best possible way. Try to segregate it and go through it. It is important. Property liable to attachment and sale in execution of decree. Section 60. Last question for today's topic. If obstruction is caused by judgment debtor while possession of property and is delivered to the decree holder or purchaser of property, court may order detention of judgment debtor at the instance of. यहाँ पर आपको फोकस करना होगा the words at the instance of. ये क्वेश्चन यहाँ पर मैंने लिया है. This is a previous year question from CB examination. So this is an important question and an interesting question. That's why I'm taking here for discussion. The options are purchaser, JD, DH or purchaser, DH or judgment debtor. Now which is the best possible option? But इसके लिए direct provision है. And instance means what over here? That who will be bearing the expenses, या फिर कौन इसका responsibility उठाएगा basically. So the answer is D, decree holder or the purchaser. As per section 74, that is resistance to execution, एक provision है part 2 में, where the court is satisfied that the holder of decree for possession of immovable property or that the purchaser of that immovable property has sold in execution of decree has been resisted or obstructed in obtaining possession of the property by JD or some person on his behalf, then that resistance or obstruction was without any just cause, then court may order his arrest, but that will be at the instance of the decree holder or the purchaser. तो ये हमारा मेन पॉइंट था जिस पर क्वेश्चन बनाया गया है, that which on whose instance the JD will be arrested and detained in civil prison, because we all know for civil prison the expenses have to be borne by the private parties. Like it's not like a criminal case that the state will be bearing the expenses. this was all that we had to discuss from execution topic for this video. Next video I will be coming up again with the topic of execution and some more questions on it. Till that time, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel LegalBee. I have something more to announce here, that we have a free workshop at iExamBee's LegalBee with Robin Dutt sir. He is a senior counsel practicing at the Punjab and Haryana High Court and the Supreme Court of India. He is going to guide all the law students, lawyers, and anybody who is related to the law field who wants to get his career in litigation, judiciary, or any other. This guidance is going to be very helpful for you. So check out the details of this particular workshop. And we have a judiciary revision and practice test course basically started from 18th March. ये 6 months का कोर्स है. इसकी भी डिटेल्स आप चेक कर सकते हैं अगर आप जुडिशरी का एग्ज़ाम देना चाहते हैं किसी भी स्टेट का. दिस इज़ गोइंग टू बी having 2 tests each for prelims and mains per week that you are going to get. So it is a very nice course, and also one class you will be getting for mains questions discussion in every week. So this is a very sound planned course. You can check out the details of this plan of this course also. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Stay tuned and prepare 50% faster with iExamBee. Thank you.